to business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in the trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, then make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slick brick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got the rookie Christian Watson. He's in the top tier of the league, 5th in receiving yards so far this season. It's the Packers and the Rams under the lights on Monday night.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight we put a bow on Week 15 with a good Monday night matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the Green Bay Packers. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and CD, you look... Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession. The former MVP in his 12th season leading them out. He's got more rushing touchdowns than any quarterback in NFL history. Cam Newton.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, here's Newton. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So here are the Packers now with great starting field position. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that, because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark, because They can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get him next time out.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Play action. It's Newton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down, Newton. And he can't escape, and down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
If we go back to the last series, remember, their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helped contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe this quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage, a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Packers had 8 and 5 to start play, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play
touchdown. Christian Watson, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Packers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now? We could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present, making plays, and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Now a first down carry by Jones. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down at the 33.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now a throw here hauled in, and he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Now a handoff, running left is Jones to the 27-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're just trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Rams are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. Here's Newton. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And they'll work this down inside the 30. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. He'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Flushed out right. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. A shotgun snap for Newton. Being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
And able to get this out to the 25. Green Bay returning on offense, led by running back Aaron Jones. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Couldn't do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That one caught downfield by Watson. Touchdown, Packers! Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise, too.
Crosby with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Now Newton. He's going to find his tight end. That's Hunter Long. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A give up the middle to Akers. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the 1st. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. This is fielded at the 7. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And this will be a Packers first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. Looking to throw. Clifford. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Operating from the gun, Clifford. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Pass complete across the formation to Melton. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back to throw again. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Boom, Martin. A 22-yard touchdown grab, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is up to 18 now. So the drive there took 6 plays. And Bo Melton with a touchdown reception to finish the drive off. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Newton under pressure. They got him again. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, here's a run by Akers. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And they will take over first and 10. The Packers with the football here late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it first and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Clifford. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That's caught inside the 20. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Crosby connects on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense trots back out, ready for this next drive. And there's the running back, Cam Akers. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a...
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. You start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. Right? This is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions in just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now Newton on first down. Throw left side, complete to Cup. On the move past the 40. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Blankenship's kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch at the 1-yard line. Major mistake. A final shot before break. Clifford trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man, complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Now Crosby for the point after. And the route is on here in this first half. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where you see the final score there. Kirk Cousins, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we're up.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Clifford. Over the middle, complete. That's Reed. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Off the option, it's Jones. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Clifford. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it did look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. On 1st down, it's Newton. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he's going to have a Rams first down as the tackle made at about the 38. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Going right back to Akers. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we call that season's greetings
right there. He came up. Pow! Knocked him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton, that'll be caught. It's Cup. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp, 64 yards. And the Rams are able to at least get one score back. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Take it in at the 3. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown. Well, they're just having fun. I mean, they are clicking on every single cylinder, offense, defense, and here, special teams.
And how about the extension of the lead? This one felt a lot like, remember Seattle-Denver Super Bowl 48? Percy Harvin to start the second half. Seattle was already firmly in control. Now, they feel like they can't be caught.
Yeah, they are firmly in control right now. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun, Newton. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And that will come the offense as they take over. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Aaron Donald. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Back to throw. Clifford. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Aaron Donald in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one goes for 30 yards. From the 50, Newton. Steps away to his left. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now it's Newton. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 53 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Running right, Jones. And some room to run now. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown! Boom, Newton. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Out of his end zone, here comes Jalen Reagor. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. After the sack on 1st down, Newton flushed to his right. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw, Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
To the air again, Newton. Allen's got it over the middle. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Newton. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
That's a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window... And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Yeah, that has been a fantastic game for this defense. Has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 30. Play action. It's Newton. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there's no shortage of it today. What a...
Let's go. I am the first. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the first. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything.